Marvel Studios seems to be wasting no time in hyping up what's to come from the X-Men and mutants in the MCU. And the latest comes at us directly from Marvel Studios' producer, who was recently interviewed by Deadline, and he by name teases the arrival of two X-Men characters, Bishop and Storm. I mean, make of it what you will, but Wolverine is already one X-Men in the MCU, along with Deadpool, so I guess that's two X-Men. And yes, Deadpool has been a member of the X-Men, so that's not up for debate. And yes, he's a member of X-Force and countless other teams, so that counts. But yeah, this comes directly from Nate Moore. Recently, when interviewed by Deadline about Marvel Studios finally using X-Men and of course what they're doing with the characters, he was asked about which characters of color from the X-Men could we be seeing sooner rather than later. And he said, it's no secret that the X-Men are coming home. And he says two of the greatest characters in that franchise are Storm and Bishop. And he's excited about incorporating them into the MCU. So what is there really to say about these two characters? Storm, I already talked about it countless times, one of the absolute best characters in my opinion out of the entire X-Men pantheon of characters. Bishop, he's already appeared in live action, but I guess it's like minuscule and a lot of people forget he was even in that movie because he's only in the beginning parts of Days of Future Past. So, you know, let's do it here. And why not? I think these characters have a lot of potential, both of them. Bishop is one of these characters that I discovered, you know, in the 90s, I think when most people discovered him as well. And he's kind of just grown to become a fan favorite. And hopefully they do justice this time around and don't just make him somebody that's kind of thrown away very early on in a movie that, well, for all intents and purposes, did not follow the comic, and he only felt in there because they wanted somebody recognizable. And Storm, well, while I didn't hate what they did with her in those films in its entirety, still left a lot to be desired because Storm is so OP, and we got, like, almost none of that. Let's really be real about it. And the fact that he, by name, states both of those, and that they're going to be bringing the X-Men soon and that they're on their way, makes me believe that maybe there's something already in the works to introduce these characters. I mean, Bishop and Cable from the Fox-Men universe, if they want to handle it that way, you can do that. If they use the original actor from Days of Future Past or a younger one, I'm cool with whatever. At the same time, Storm, I would prefer a complete recasting and somebody that's in the MCU. Don't do the multiverse route. Go a little younger with Storm, just so we can have her in the MCU for a while. And make sure we do it right this time, right? Like, put their powers and everything on display and make sure people know that these characters are pretty amazing all around. So whatever happens, happens, but I'm excited. They're coming, and they've officially been confirmed by an actual producer, which is pretty great.